good, family? Welcome to my channel. I am back with another channel message. My name is Shakayla and this is my channel Manifesting with Karmic Side Gal. If you're new here, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for checking my channel out and seeing what it is that I have to offer to the spiritual community. If you are part of the spiritual family, welcome back. I am so excited to have you here. And you guys know I'm eternally grateful for you. And I just fuck with y'all so heavy. And I'm so grateful for you guys. Like, thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for requesting certain videos. Thank you for sending private messages to me on other social networks. Like, you guys don't understand how much that means to me, because it is really hard to stay motivated doing YouTube with one, other things that I could be prioritizing for money purposes, and then two, just not feeling like I'm getting the recognition that I deserve. So thank you so much. If you have never watched any of my videos, here on my channel messages, I just kind of like give messages, whatever it is that Spirit is calling me to talk about at this moment. Now, if you haven't already, go subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, guys. It helps me to continue coming back making content. And if you enjoyed this message, go ahead and like this video. Give me a thumbs up. And follow me everywhere, Karmic Side Gal, on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and more. Okay, now let's jump right into the message. I don't want to spend too much time talking about other stuff, because this is just going to be a very straight to the point, quick message, all about divine timing, guys. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with what divine timing is, that means that things are going to move when not only God says so, when Spirit says so, whatever it is that you believe in, but when you are ready, when you are in alignment with that manifestation to come fruition into your life. Or sometimes it's just a no flat out because it's not in alignment with you. So divine timing is when we're like getting impatient, we're frustrated, what I just spoke about, like not getting the credit that I feel like I deserve for all of the work that I put into my content. That's like me, my ego saying like, I deserve this credit right now. I should be reaping the benefits of it, but it's all about being ready for it. Okay. You got to be ready for your winning season. And that is what this message is here about today. Okay. One thing about divine timing is specifically the pace or the flow of life. This week, I've seen so many animal totems, and I really only went out maybe about twice within this past week and a half, because last week I didn't do a message. But y'all know the animals be on me. It doesn't matter if it's a domesticated animal or otherwise. I see them, they talk to me, they give me messages, and they've really been coming around, these animal spirit guides, lately. So within just the span of the last 2 days, I've seen dolphins, I've seen jellyfish, I've seen fish, period. I specifically seen a black cat, which is why I use this image for today's video. And some other animals as well, but lots of bees. Okay, lots of bees. All of this comes together as one big message is when I think about these different animals. One about going into the flow of life, being in the flow with things. Jellyfish specifically, okay, they don't really swim. They're not seeking out anything. They're just going with the natural flow of where the current is taking them. And with divine timing and being in alignment, sometimes the only thing that you can do is connect deeper to your intuition. If you're already putting in the work, if you're already being consistent, if you're working on growing your skills already, if you're networking and doing everything that you possibly can, and you still feel like whatever it is that you're doing is not growing, it's not working out, whatever results that you want, you're not seeing from it, this is just a signal for you from Spirit to just ease into the flow of things. Okay. Anything that is forced is not meant for you to have. You shouldn't have to force anything, whether that's a relationship or a career or money. Okay, you want everything to just be in ease and a natural flow. So even like Spirit's calling me to touch on this right now. If you have money issues and you feel stressed out about money, don't even worry about it. I know it's easier said than done, but you just have to trust the natural flow and also recognize that money is an energy. It's going to come, it's going to go, and when you need it, it's going to be there. Like, honestly, this week I had a testament myself. Like, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys. I've shared before on the channel that right now my kids are staying with their dad. This allows me to focus more on my business right now. They spent a lot of time with me and they really were missing their dad, and building that relationship with them at this age that they're in. So they've been with him since the school year started, and I've seen them on Christmas and Thanksgiving, and then their spring break is coming up this week. And I really didn't have the money to be driving back and forth from Virginia to Illinois to go pick them up. And I told myself, I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to trust God. I'm just going to trust the universe. And yesterday I was like looking into different things, like what can I do right now, or like how I'm going to get this money, like that TikTok sound. I need to find a way to get this money by tomorrow. That was me last night. And then I opened up my school profile when I was looking at my finances, because it's like hitting March. So I probably should have got a refund check or something from my school, and I still hadn't got it yet. And literally I pulled up this website that tells you about, I guess like your refund and all that stuff, any finances that's for your school, your books, everything. And it was like they sent me a check already on the 3rd, and it should have came here by now. I go into my kitchen, I look into my mail, and when I tell you that this check has been sitting on my counter for a week for a substantial amount of money that I needed, like sometimes you just have to trust God. You have to trust the universe. You have to just listen to your intuition and allow your intuition to be enough. Sometimes you ain't going to get that outside validation. Sometimes you're not going to get messages from your spirit guides. And this is the time for you to tap into yourself. That's when for you to conversate with your higher self, conversate with your inner child and say, I mean, God always provided for me before. The universe always provided for me before. Source always made sure I had what I needed when I needed it. So why am I tripping about this? Why am I stressing out about this? My higher self is probably somewhere chilled up on a beach, laying out by the pool, and current me stressed out. That's not the energy that I want to be in anymore. So I just decided to release, and somehow it worked out for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that I need. Now, even moving into the dolphin, a lot of sea creatures right here, a lot of animals. Now, dolphins are highly intuitive. They're one of the intelligent marine forms. And on top of that, they're a mammal. They're so similar to humans, okay? When you see dolphins are like the snakes of the sea. So this is something also telling you about alignment. If you know anything about that Kundalini energy, when that energy starts to rise up in you, it's important for your chakras to be aligned, or else that energy feels chaotic and it feels like your life is going crazy. But this is all about being rooted, grounding yourself and saying, everything's cool, everything's good, everything's okay. And when the chaos comes, I'm so grounded. I'm so sure of not only myself and of the higher purpose guiding me. I am so certain that none of this shit it's above me. And that's on period. So when you are in these spaces of your lives, it's like very important for you to just think about not just solutions. Don't be pondering on the stress of the situation, but just saying like, God got me, and like just having that faith and having that tenacity to keep going even in tough times, okay? And knowing that you've been brought through it before in probably worse circumstances, and you'll definitely be brought through it again, okay? With the dolphin specifically, this is really telling you to get into that inner child energy. Just enjoy the moment you're in right now. A lot of people not even struggling that bad or having such bad things happen to them. They just in competition with themselves so hard to the point that they're suffering in the current moment because they're trying to compete with themselves, their higher self, to get to the next moment. And when you tap into that inner child energy, kids don't ever worry about fucking nothing. I mean, some kids do, like if they are in traumatic situations, but generally it's like they're just carefree to live, to play, to not have so much things to worry about. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to tap into and just be like, I'm letting my inner child take over at this moment, and that's it, okay? Now, I've been really channeling the energy of Ma'at lately. Ma'at is all about balance, okay? Ma'at is all about justice and karma, okay? And just having a natural order within yourself so that you are aligned. And when I seen this black cat, first of all, I was like going to this like boardwalk area to take a walk basically on this bridge. And the cat was just, first it was out in the parking lot, and then it walked towards the building that we were going to. And once I got to the building, the cat was right there basically, I guess, looking for some food or something because it was a stray. And then when I started to walk past the cat, of course the cat followed me because that's what animals always do. They have to like come up to me and check my vibe, or maybe they're giving me messages. I don't even know. But when I looked at the cat, the eyes were so yellow, but the cat was completely black. And it was very much giving that yin yang energy. It was very much saying like, wow. Like the eyes, I seen it, and it was like the black swallowing up that yellow part of sunshine, and immediately it was like, it's okay to allow your shadow to take over, because sometimes our shadow side has to take over. One, for healing purposes, for you to be able to see different perspective of things, for you to be in touch with that dark femininity. But seeing that little sprinkle of yellow just in his eyes, it was like, there's always going to be some sunshine. And it's all about finding the parts of your life that are still good, that are still happy, celebrating your small wins, allowing yourself to, even in your shadow, to have those moments where joy is sparked inside of you, okay? Black cats are really spiritual animals, okay? They are the cats in general. They walk in between the spiritual and the physical realm, okay? All the time. And when you see a black cat specifically, it's all about the mystery of life, like what's next, okay? Allowing yourself to flow into what's next instead of being challenged by what's next. And it's also a symbolism of wholeness, okay, and unity within yourself, joining those two parts of yourself, the shadow and the light, and realizing that in every moment you're whole, even if you don't have the physical things, even if you don't have everything mentally, if emotionally you feel like you're lacking something, you're still whole. And you have the choice to seek whatever it is, but ultimately it's going to be inside you, babe. And that is what this black cat was really channeling for me. Also, a message that spirits want me to touch on is alchemy. This is something that I needed to hear for myself because I was studying alchemy for a while and I kind of just got out of it because it was a lot of work. And I already have a lot of work to do, but then spirit really been pounding me on the head with this shit lately because it's part of my spiritual purpose. So alchemy, alchemy is basically magic, man. It's manifestation in its purest form. It's taking something, turning it into nothing. It's bringing the spiritual to the physical realm, just like that black cat energy. So tap into that alchemy. That is really all I had today, was just to talk about, being in flow, allowing yourself to be present, and understanding that divine timing is definitely a thing. It's not always something that you're doing wrong. God, no, sometimes that's like, what do they say? it's like God's protection, you know what I mean? Like when something doesn't work out for you, that is on purpose. It's exactly how it meant to be. And you know, in times in your life where it feels like a lot of things are being removed from you, just know that spirit is going to come in and fulfill those parts of your life. Whatever it is, the more that you create space for, the more that you can accept, the more that you can fulfill yourself with. And that's a good place to be, okay? It's a good place to be. So, you know, I'm sending you guys all the loving vibes, healing energy, and I'm praying for you all. Y'all send me some prayers too, because your girl definitely needs them. And when I can, I'll definitely be posting more regular content on the channel. But like I said in my last video, I am starting a new business venture, and I need a lot of focus, time, and attention on that right now. So I'm still going to be uploading to YouTube. It's just not going to be the same. But, you know, honestly, I was thinking about fucking quitting. So if you thinking about quitting something right now, don't do it. Spirit personally came to me in a message that ain't have nothing to do with nothing, and was literally this guy saying how for the longest he only had like 300 subscribers on his channel for years. And then one day he just blew up, and like literally this dude gets 2 million views on a video. And Spirit was like, girl, do not give up now. So whatever it is that you're working on, don't give up. Just allow divine timing to be at work, okay? Just continue building your skills, growing your skills, and everything. Like even with this business venture, I know I said I was going to stop talking, but with this business venture, I started it already. You guys, if you're long-time viewers of the channel, when I started my card shop, the Greeting Card Co., you guys, if you go back and see any of my life path videos, for a bunch of them, I have cards that I made, okay? And I wanted to have a whole greeting card brand. I had a dream. Spirit came to me in a dream and told me this was a thing. They provided me with all of the financials that I needed to start this business, and I started it. And something deterred me from continue doing it, which is another conversation for another day. But recently I was like pushed into back starting it, but on a different way. So now I am like designing baby clothes, which is something that I wanted to do for the longest, which was design clothes. And that time that I took off, I was kind of shitting on myself for quitting and giving up on my shop. But during that time, I was building my skills. I was preparing for the success of this business as a whole. One, I was allowing myself to believe in myself about being a designer, because I didn't have the confidence to do that at the time. I said, I'm just going to do cards. Secondly, I was building up my skills as a graphic designer. Like I started graphic designing maybe not even 2 years ago. And between then and now, my skills have grown so much. Like people are trying to pay me to design their shit. And that's wild, but it was skills that I needed for my own personal business. And then my social media skills, my marketing skills, growing the confidence to talk to people, to tell people about the things that I'm doing, all of it, I needed that time off so I can be prepared for right now. So allow yourself to be in this preparation season, all right? I'm sending y'all all the love in the world. Peace.